Unbelievable video tonight of a crash on PCH in Malibu. The driver of a stolen car runs a red light, plows into a truck, which then crashes into a motorcycle rider. And amazingly, he survived, but is now dealing with very serious injuries. He spoke with KCAL 9's Nicole Comstock about how that crash has affected his life. And she's live now in Malibu with some video showing the accident. But we should warn you, the video can be tough to watch. Nicole?
Yeah, this motorcyclist has a lot of physical and emotional damage. And now, to make matters worse, it looks like all of his medical expenses might not be covered under insurance because the driver who caused this crash may have been in a stolen car. Night and day, cars are always zipping up and down PCH. Even though Stephen Levey doesn't remember adjusting his gloves at this red light on Canaan Dune Road 2 weeks ago, he happened to be recording his motorcycle ride the moment his life was forever changed. You may find these images disturbing. We're pausing the video right after the Lexus T-bones the truck at a very high rate of speed because this crash was fatal. The Lexus sailed into the hillside and burst into a fireball, and the impact launched the truck right on top of the motorcycle.
I can't believe that I walked away from that, and I can't believe I walked away from it without paralysis, a lost limb, brain damage.
But as a professional photographer, Stephen really needs the use of his hands.
Right arm, basically from the elbow to my fingers, was shattered. I now own quite a bit of titanium, which I did not want.
He also has 9 broken ribs, one of which punctured and collapsed a lung, as well as significant damage to his right leg and foot.
As bad as this is, and it's bad, boy, do I feel lucky.
We're told the driver of the truck was also lucky, but the driver of the Lexus died here.
The vehicle may have been stolen, that person was in a rehabilitation center and either escaped or was let out early for some reason. And we're still trying to get to the bottom of that.
So attorney Brian Brighter is asking anyone out there who witnessed the crash along the Malibu coast on Monday, November 14th, or anyone with more information on the driver who caused the crash, to give him a call.
I mean, Stephen's looking at a lifetime of debt as a result of something he had nothing to do with.
That's why Stephen's raising money online to help cover a mountain of medical expenses that might not be covered under insurance, and because he'll be out of work for the foreseeable future.
Hopefully that won't be the case, but I'm preparing for the worst since it looks like we're going in that direction.
And Stephen says his surgeon isn't sure yet if he'll ever be able to operate a camera with that right hand again. Reporting live in Malibu, I'm Nicole Comstock, KCAL 9 News.